Who'd they fire this week?
Well, Jim, the biggest name at the top of the list, WWE has released John Morrison.
Well, and it makes sense because they just fired Frankie, or I should call her Taya Valkyrie now again, which was insane. Again, I've mentioned with her, she was different than all the other girls. She had experience. She had a different look and a different style, and she looked like something, and she could talk, and she had the charisma. And they bring her in and push her like Paris Hilton, and then push her out the door like fucking Lindsay Lohan. With Morrison, again, the guy's still in tremendous shape. He can work. He's got a personality. They've tied him to that fucking Miz forever. It's, and I mean, he's been booked by the WWE, so probably maybe no better, no worse than anybody else. Certainly not well, but I don't see why you can't find something for that guy to do, especially when he's still in that kind of shape and that youthful with that much experience and obviously a quality employee.
What do you think he'll be, Johnny Rampage or Johnny Dynamite?
Oh, boy, I hope he gets finished with that altogether, changing his name every week like he's trying to stay ahead of the law. Because you can't establish an identity based on that. And anyway, I can't see why. Again, you said Tony Khan can't hire everybody, but we have no evidence of that. So far, he acts like he can. And by the same time, somebody, it was AEW Botches, the account on Twitter, tweeted the length of time that it's been since we've seen certain people on the actual television program. They're hidden on the YouTube show or whatever the fuck. And Sonny Kiss, Jelly Nutella, some of the ridiculously, egregiously outlaw indie talent, not ready, never will be ready, that they signed at the start of this thing. They've cleared their television program of, but since they've brought in legitimate talent. At some point, those contracts are going to be coming up and obviously will not be renewed because unless, to quote Carrie Silkin to me one time, what am I running here? Make-A-Wish? If Tony Khan thinks he's going to support every aspiring wrestler, in the world, then maybe he won't let those contracts lapse, but one would think he would. And you're upgrading. There's upgrades available. There's been upgrades available every few months for the last, year or so that the WWE mainly has provided to him. So they have handed him a large part of the quality guys they've got on the AEW roster now. And I see no reason why to think they're going to quit doing that. So I definitely think Morrison would be a fucking addition to AEW or anybody else. He's worked everywhere. I'm not saying he's going to be in the main event of WrestleMania or the main event of All Out or All In or Full Gear or whatever, but he's certainly better than a lot of guys in every company right now.